Hi everyone, my name is Christopher Emery. Thanks for checking out my remote file browser field type. In this little video I'm just going to give you a demo of this field type in action so you kind of get a better idea how it works and what the performance of it is like. So you're probably already aware that the field type is ExpressionEngine 2 only. So here I'm working a little sandbox on my machine here just to kind of give you a little demo of it in action. So I'm just going to log in here. Now I've already gone ahead and installed the field type. So the way you would do that is you take it to your third-party folder. You can actually see here it's been installed. The install is pretty simple. You just click the button. Once you do that, you would actually come in here and enter your settings. Now you can see that the remote files field type supports 3 file protocols: Rackspace Cloud Files, FTP, and Amazon S3. So you can enter all your settings in here. And then when it actually comes to adding it as a field type, you can actually selectively choose which one you want to show. So you can have just Rackspace Cloud Files, or just FTP, or just Amazon S3, or 2 of them, or 3 of them all together, because it has a nice tabbed interface. So once this is all done, you just hit the submit button. We can come over to our custom channel fields. We can actually see I have a video field group here, and in here I have 3 video files. The reason I've got 3 video files here is I'm going to give you a little demo for HTML5 video, which is pretty handy for this. So we'd come in here and we see that we have a drop down list, and we would just choose Remote Files Browser. We can see we give it a name and a field name just as usual, and down here are the actual field level settings. Now these get brought in automatically whenever you create a new field, so these will actually be the ones that we had on our global control panels, global field type settings. So we could actually change these, which would allow us to actually have individual fields that connect to different FTP or Rackspace or Amazon S3 servers, which is pretty powerful. But if you are just connecting to the one, you can just leave this, and it'll allow you to effectively keep everything consistent across all your field types using the same servers. And you can see up top here we have some options with regards to what field type, what file servers we want to connect to. So I'm just going to enable them all so you can actually see them all in action, but you can have 1, 2, or 3 enabled at any one time. So click OK to that. So you can see I've actually done 3 of these. They're all the same, remote file browser. The way HTML5 works at the moment, you've got to work with a couple of file formats. And then the way I'm working here is I want to have one big file from HTML file like H.264 large video, slightly smaller for the iPhone, and then for kind of Firefox and open source users, there's an OGG video version. So if we check out the publish page, you'll kind of see it in action. So here it is. Here's the tabbed interface. So you can kind of check it out. It's pretty neat. Fits in with the overall theme and color scheme. With regards to kind of navigating, it's pretty snappy once it's cached up. The caching allows you to not only save costs when connecting to Rackspace, because they will bill you for each time you connect, but also kind of just increases speed a little bit. So you can kind of see this is pretty snappy. If we come up to something like, let's say, avatars, it'll take a little bit longer because it's having to fetch that for the first time. But there's a typical example of how long that takes, so not very long at all. We'll actually see now avatars is going pretty quick. And you can see I can kind of navigate around this pretty quickly, so I can kind of navigate through my FTP kind of file structure here, and it's pretty quick. If I want to have a look at any file, I can actually just double click. So let's say, let's go into images and come into public. If I wanted to have a look at any one of these, so let's say this one, I'll double click. You see it opens up in a new tab, there's my image. Okay, so that's pretty handy if you just want to preview anything. You'll notice I can navigate all of these. They pretty much behave exactly the same way. It's just navigating file structure. We've got some kind of file type icons that let you see what kind of file type this is. So for example, this will be a PDF. You'll see it'll start initiating download as soon as I do that. So pretty handy. You'll also notice down here I have my 3 other field types that I used. This is what the interface looks like when you only have a single file protocol enabled. So in here, for example, there's my file list in the video folder that's on my Rackspace Cloud Files. So let's say, for example, if we come on to Rackspace Cloud Files here, let's say we want to we publish these videos here. Let's say I've got a little video on Google Font API. So up here, let's enter Google Font API. So for example, we have there's our normal version there, MP4. Let's say we had our iPhone version, which I've already uploaded. There it is. and we'll come down. There's our OGG video version right there, and it's nice and easy. I'm pretty much good to just submit this. So now if we come over to TextMate here, all we're going to do is we're just going to add a video tag in here, just because it's nice and easy. So we'll add some controls. We'll also give it a width of let's say 500. The way HTML5 works is you just kind of list in the sources and what kind of compatibility you want them to be displayed in. So source equals, and let's add in a video URL. Let's just copy that out a few times. iPhone and OGG. Okay. So now if I come over here, just added the tag, and there's our video. So if we look at the page source for this, we see that the file type is basically building up the URL correct for whatever file protocol we're using. In this case, we can see it's coming off Cloud Files directly away. So really nice, easy way of kind of getting your clients to be able to browse those videos and select them. And like I say, we can kind of play this and it'll work quite happily. Fully working video. If we come back to ExpressionEngine, you see if we do go back and edit this entry, you see you got nice highlighted files of which ones are already selected. It's even clever enough that if we had, for example, selected off Amazon, something on Amazon S3, let's say we selected this WMV video, I want to go ahead and click submit. We'd find if we go into back and edit this entry, you'll see that it automatically opens the correct tab and highlights the correct file. So it's pretty robust. No matter what file protocol you're using, what file you've already selected, it will automatically open you up on the correct folder for you to be able to kind of select a new file, as it were. And just to kind of prove this is working, for example, this is now selected on Amazon S3. I mean, this WMV won't work in this, but if we look at the page source, we see that this is now running off a Amazon S3 account, and at no point have we had to kind of copy and paste anything. It's just correctly figured out the file path to it. And let's try kind of FTP. I mean, we'll kind of go into the images here and kind of not really matter where it is. Let's say we want to kind of I don't know, something. Let's choose my my logo, my PNG logo. So that's just actually an image. Let's submit. And if we just kind of refresh this, you'll actually see it's built up the correct URL. So see images, public, Christopher Emery logo. I can actually click on that and you'll see it's the correct link. So it's like I said, it's a pretty handy little field type that I've produced here. Like I said, I produced it because I really had a need for it on a client project that we were using Rackspace Cloud Files, and I kind of bundled it all together so that you can. It's pretty much the go-to field type now whenever I need to do anything with content delivery networks, especially with video, just because it's pretty robust. And if you want to, it'll even allow you to restrict things to certain folders. So let's say I wanted someone to only be in the, let's say, images folder, so they could only navigate this. Okay, it's pretty simple. I come to custom channels fields. Let's come to this one in here. And it's basically just the path. If we just say we want it to be stuck in the images folder, and in here we'll type in images as well, because they have to match up. This is the public URL, and this is server URL, or server path. We'll hit update. You'll now see if we come back to the publish. The other two are unaffected, but FTP was straight inside the images folder, and you'll notice there's no up button. I can't actually click up, so you can nicely restrict your users of your control panel to a specific folder. They'll be able to navigate deeper if they want to, but as soon as they come up, you'll see they can't go any higher. So hopefully you'll find this useful. If you have any questions, like I say, just fire off an email to me. It's info@ckidesign.co.uk, or like I say, you'll be able to find me on Devotee where you can buy it.